Hello and welcome back to the true Heroes of Might Magic 3, The Shadow of Death, as we begin the rise of the Necromancer. And, interestingly enough, this music plays in the beginning. It's supposed to be in Armageddon's Blade, but I think it was never used in Armageddon's Blade. Anyway, target. Defeat all of Sandro's enemies to win the scenario. However, Sandro is defeated in combat, so the scenario is lost. He is limited to level 5. And the general idea here is that Sandro must fight his way past his old master and several other lords who want the artifacts he carries. Once in Deja, he will make allies and soon rise to the top of the Deja hierarchy. Erathia is a sly old warlock. He has spread word of Sandro and the artifacts he carries to the lords of this region. Some of the lords want these artifacts for their own use, others want to destroy them. Sandro must defeat all these lords and get into Deja. From what I can tell from the map here, this is the eastern part of the island, so like this is the end of it. This is Erathia, I think. This is Avli. And this is the sort of the contested lands, I think, in between Erathia and Avli. Which we will be seeing a lot more of later on. But it's interesting that we start here. And Scroll of Lightning Bolt, 8 Walking Dead, or 2 Attack. That's a no-brainer.
It seems Erathia, my old master, has finally tracked me down. He hasn't been too happy about me becoming a necromancer, and wants to remove the blight from his career. Erathia is no fool. He spread word of my location to those who would stop me. It does not matter. I will defeat these fools, soundly beat my master, and continue on to Deja, where they will appreciate my talents.
At last, you have the Cloak of the Undead King and the Armor of the Damned. Your plans to take over Deja can now commence. Erathia, your old master, became furious when he received word you became a necromancer. When he learns about your plans with these 2 artifacts, he will be absolutely livid. You have also learned Erathia has spread word of your whereabouts to those who lost these 2 precious artifacts, and to others who have their own reasons for despising necromancers. Your journey to Deja might have a difficult start, so you send a party of scouts ahead to search for any signs of an ambush. So yes, we have a follow-up to what we've been seeing lately. People who have been taking all the artifacts and assembling them. Well, guess what? We have all the artifacts, and we get to assemble them instead. Dead Man's Boots, Vampire Skull, Amulet of the Undertaker. Makes for a Cloak of the Undead King. 30% of battlefield dead are resurrected as skeletons. If hero already has the Necromancer skill, then the percentages are added to the skill, and the level of skill determines what type is resurrected. Basic zombies, advanced wights, expert liches. I'm not sure if that is true. I think this is Walking Dead and not zombies. But we'll see, because we have basic necromancy. Then Ribcage, Skull Helmet, Shield of the Young Dead, and the Black Shard of the Dead Knight makes for Armor of the Damned. All opponents have these spells effective on them for 50 turns: Slow, Curse, Weakness, and Misfortune. So these are pretty powerful. We need more necromancy, of course. But these are pretty powerful. Also, Sandro has the specialty of Sorcery, receive a 5% per level bonus to Sorcery skill percentage. Which means that he is good at direct damage spells. Which we don't have yet. Oh, Vidomina with more necromancy. Huh. But Gretchen with pathfinding. That's probably better. Because this is rough, and that is even the native terrain for these guys. So I'm going to build a town hall first. Get a good shim. Skeleton transformer would be pretty amazing in this case. Get the skeletons. Keep these guys around for the time being. Give them here. Walking Dead are kind of slowing down everything. But no matter. So Sandro needs to get experience, but he's limited to level 5, so I think we will get enough experience as it is. So I can just take gold from these places. That's useful. I do want to explore the outer bounds here. Probably nobody is going to take all of these resources. Oh, a Death Knight. Specialty of Walking Dead. That's not terribly useful. That also means that Sandro wants to fight everyone because of necromancy. That's what makes the Necropolis a very interesting faction to play as, because you get more troops as you defeat more troops. And things can get pretty ridiculous. You have just received a threatening letter from the barbarians due west. It reads, Sandro, my name is Jadis. Perhaps you remember me if your memories are not clouded by your undead mind. We were students together under Ethric. By becoming Necromancer, you have completely shamed me, for it was I who introduced you to Ethric. I should have listened to him. From the start, he doubted your ability to wisely endure the burden of magical knowledge. Ethric told me of the 2 artifacts now in your possession. I know this, Sandro. You will not get past me on your journey to Deja. I have allied with the Rampart town up north, and they stand with me against you. I will take the artifacts from your rotting corpse and return them to Ethric. You do remember this Jedi. Not only was he one of Ethric's best students, he was also your best friend. So, he feels guilty for introducing you to Ethric. You'll have to find a way to use this weakness against him. Due west, so the barbarians are here, and then there's Rampart up there. No? Oh, okay, this is not connected directly. I can't see who is there because there's not enough space to move. Like a swordsman, I don't want to deal with them just yet. Don't want to lose too many troops, if I can prevent it. Okay, this is... oh, a white border guard. Otherwise, none of this is open. So far it's not the end of what I can explore, so I'll continue building things up. Like the Mage's Guild, that's pretty useful for Sandro, since he is a magic type, after all. This, however, is a bit of a problem. Because this is open, so I can just go there right now. So I need to defeat this guy right off the bat. Which means I need to build... the state would be great, but... the state would be pretty great. But... But the Tome of Souls right now is more useful. Yeah, the fact is I won't do much good if I just move out right now. We'll be able to build the estate right away after I build this. So let's just wait a day and boost while we're at it. Now that's just rude. I do not approve. Oh, a mausoleum. Yeah, sure. That's even better. Now, we are pretty powerful with all those artifacts, but care needs to be taken because the troops that we have so far are not really that strong, even with the artifacts. So that's pretty cool, but also these spells can be dispelled. So while the artifacts are powerful, they're not all powerful. It also means that slow and curse are kind of pointless as far as spells go. And that's probably a good reason why Sandro is more into sorcery. And haste and dispel can be useful. I'm just going to wait and see what they do. They might dispel something. No matter, I might want to attack the dwarves in that case. Yeah, that's what I thought they'd do. And I cannot really do much to them. So I need to do this. Of course, they will not stand next to one another. That's pretty obvious. Thankfully, the dwarves are slow anyway. Yeah. They're effectively negating my Armor of the Damned. Oh, nice. This is not quite as nice. They shouldn't cause too many problems. Especially since they're slowed, I get to move quite a bit. So this should finish them off. So lost 4 skeletons. I got 5 Walking Dead. Okay, so now I know. Indeed, the description is not quite true. It's Walking Dead that you get and not zombies. Might want to do this instead. For the time being. Obviously taking power-ups is quite important. Yeah, so at this point I really need to start building up some troops. And there's you did. Rise of the Necromancer. Okay. Can I do this? Yes. Okay, that is really rude. Don't do that, please. Yeah, that will probably destroy me. Yep. Now they're out of spell points, but that doesn't help me much. Oh, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah. So I need a bit more troops than what I have right now. Whoa, no, that's not what I want. I want to target. It's getting a bit more difficult to find what I need now. Okay, so let's just go back, collect some more stuff. Try to not get killed. Right, and get that estate. That's very important. With the estate, I would probably win. Your spies send a message. My sovereign, as difficult as our travels may be now, we don't foresee them getting any easier. We have learned desert surrounds our base of operations. This desert is infested with hostile creatures guarding all mines, taverns, and anything else they can lay claim to. Our enemies have great numbers with many heroes to command them. We must travel very carefully and be prepared for battle at all times. Yeah, you don't say. Thankfully I have vampires. And the Hall of Darkness. Alright, so now I win. Unfortunately, I'll also lose a bunch of things, but should be much easier now. I'm surprised that he went first still, because the Black Knights are pretty fast. And I think the Harpy Hags somehow didn't get unlocked, which doesn't matter because there's no negative luck anyway. And their speed is 9, my speed is 7. Huh. Huh, okay, so he has some sort of magical defense. That's annoying. Okay, that's useful. Some damage, nice. That's too bad. We are unfortunately back to square one here, though. They are all cursed already as well, so Black Knights don't really do as much as I would have liked them to. Oh, health, that's not good. That is extremely annoying. Well, that kind of helps. really don't need to stand there. Or it doesn't matter. And now I'm out of spell points. Oh, at least I got some Walking Dead out of that. That is not terribly sustainable. I need more growth, is the thing. I need to necromance all of these creatures. The easier to necromance creatures are all there, and the enemies are right here. Not sure if I can do this. No, I do need a citadel. Otherwise I don't have enough growth. Unfortunately, it's not safe to go back right now. Yeah, that's not the greatest start. Your advisors remind you it has been almost a week since you received the threatening letter from your old friend. They suggest you reply to it soon if you are to use your friendship to your advantage. You order for a messenger. Deliver this message to Judith. I have received your letter of warning. Am I supposed to run and hide, fearful of your vow to stop me? No, your threat only strengthens my resolve. I will take these artifacts to Dacia, where I shall use them to rise to the top of the Dacian hierarchy. You and your pitiful little band cannot stop me. If you stand in my way, I will kill every living soul under your command and convert their undead bodies to my cause. By the way, thank you for introducing me to the powers of magic. Without your help, I would never have achieved such greatness. The messenger quickly writes your message onto a scroll and goes on his way. You wonder to yourself if the message was perhaps a little too confident, but hopefully giving him a glimpse of the monster he helped to create will shatter his own confidence. Okay, so now I have troops, and I have no money to buy them with. Fantastic. Yeah. I cannot really try and beat them with this. Two liches is not that much, and 6 skeletons even more so. I will get more Walking Dead if I attack some of the enemies, but they're way too far away, and I cannot really be certain that the enemies are not going to just walk out of here. And by the way, there's a lot of enemies, as you can see. So I'm not sure if I even like the way that this all started out with. Not sure if Judith was even supposed to appear here. Like, it seems quite obvious that I would want to just try and necromancy as much as possible, but I just cannot do that right now. Well, let's try and see what happens if I go and try to beat as many enemies as possible. And also try to get those skeletons, but now he's going to attack me, I'm pretty sure. With all these troops that Gretchen has, I might be able to do something, but once again, I need the skeleton transformer to make them into skeletons. Or, I mean, if I combine that with what Sandro had to fight off Jedit, that might actually have worked. So I might want to retry that instead. Yeah, because that's pretty obvious what's going to happen here. Well, they don't have spell points, which is nice, but that's still not good enough. Yeah. They even have more centaurs than I have anything else, so it, once again, doesn't matter what I do. Oh man, how useful. Not useful at all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to have to restart the whole thing and that's it. And try to get to the gold mine up there that is guarded by a level 1 enemy and see what happens that way. But of course this will happen, of course. Of course. And now I'm dead. There's no way I can do anything about this. I might as well just retreat. Why do you all have resistance? Oh, okay, he's Euphratean. He has resistance as his specialty. But still. That's dumb. Well, of course, they attack the skeletons. Because what else would they attack? Yeah, of course they will attack the skeletons. But at least they took my trap. And I should have moved forward, actually. I need to get to the elves faster. Why do they do that? That's weird. Force into this. Well, that does slow down my Walking Dead. Well, that also helps, at least my curse helps a bit now. You guys can get over here. Thank you. How nice of you. You're a straight shot. Excellent. Oh, and a wisdom. Ooh, advanced Necromancer would be really good, but I need that wisdom. 12 Walking Dead. Yeah, that's basically the whole idea, I think. I need to get all of the troops together, including non-undead troops, and then try to get as much as possible out of fighting neutral enemies. Yeah, alright, well, I'll see you next time once I restart the scenario, I guess. Later.